Luka Dončić, Jayson Tatum. Who would you pick right now? You know how many would? Who would? First off, Jayar Jackson, Denise Jones. I guess the battle of the new guys, the new faces of the NBA, according to one Richard Strom. I was gonna say Rich.
You called him Richard, his dad's name.
Yeah, that's his name too. Apparently he's in love with some Luka Dončić. So let's look at some of the numbers because the comparisons between Luka's now, of course, his rookie year and Jayson Tatum's rookie season. Luka's got him on points. They're oddly identical in rebounds per game. Assists, almost double, or more than double for almost double for assists for Luka. 2-point field goals, you can see these are all close, but all the most stats lean towards Dončić and his 19-year-old rookie campaign here with the Mavericks. So the question becomes: everyone loves him some Jayson Tatum because he's gotten some press. He did some workouts with Kobe Bryant over the summer. He led those Celtics to an Eastern Conference final that they eventually went down to LeBron in. So everyone's high on Jayson Tatum, but should they be just as high on Luka Dončić because of all these types of stats, these numbers that you're seeing?
I think so. I think absolutely so. I feel like it's just the thing is, it's your good publicity. When you have a great team, gosh, it could take you places. And I feel like Jayson Tatum, not to say that his game doesn't equate to the way that his media and digital team is running, but like they both meet up to par. I just feel like Jayson Tatum has had a great team where they know exactly where to put him, and that's why he's been the talk of the town. His performance measures up to it. Everything that the media gets like a behind-the-scenes look on everything that he's doing, who he's working with, like you mentioned. But I do think that Luka deserves to be in that conversation.
Is he? I mean, this is one of those questions from the beginning of the season. I think it was the rookies that were drafted with, and they all kind of choose who you think is going to be rookie of the year, who's going to have this type of thing, and no one really chose Luka Dončić again because he's an overseas player. He's a European player. He came over at 19. He's had a professional career over there for years already, several years already, 4 or 5 years, and. So at 19 years old, he came in with some level of professional experience. But people weren't watching him. Mostly these guys, or guys that maybe were making these thoughts and these decisions and votes, were watching college ball. You know, we pay attention to the high school kids who then go to this college and end up in the NBA. So he's flying under the radar, and I think is the best situation for him. Yeah, he's known. It's not like no one talks anything about him, but. It's good that he's not like, oh, Luka, and then he's getting all that attention. It's coming if he keeps up things like this, though.
So what you're saying is, long-term wise, Luka's gonna have a better trajectory than Jayson.
Career-wise?
Yeah. 3 years from now, who's gonna be?
It all depends. Who's he what team is he surrounded by? You know, are the Mavericks gonna continue to make moves to help him out, or is he just gonna be this guy?
Just solely on his individual performance.
I think they'll compete. You never know. We'll look how close it is already now. Just from they're both their rookie years with those numbers we had.
I think to answer my own question, I think it's long-term wise, it's going to be Luka. Just because even though he does need to work on his defensive side a lot more, you know, I feel like Jayson Tatum is crushing him on the defensive side. When it comes to just basketball IQ. He seems more skilled. He seems a little more refined, and the fact that he played overseas, I feel like he did play at a different caliber. So
he's a ball handler.
He's going to work on his body. So I feel like if he works on his body, he'll have that more of an advantage against Jayson Tatum. But it's definitely going to be close, and I feel like in 3 years though, it's going to be Luka.
Yeah, but the Celtics are he's playing with superstars. Tatum is. That's going to help him. We'll see how the development goes. It's off seasons are where these changes and things happen, where you see if they take the next step, and and also whatever personnel changes happen for either team. But if you have Tatum around guys like you said, he worked out with Kobe, and he plays with these big name guys in the East, and he's got the spotlight on him. That's really the thing where we see where he can thrive in that kind of environment. Versus again, how many full games of Mavericks games have you watched this season where you get a really chance to see what all Luka Dončić can do?
Yeah, I mean,
right?
You're right.
When has been a Sunday showcase of the Mavericks versus say like the Celtics? You know, we see so much more of Jayson Tatum, and
We do, but that's not to say, I mean, the West hasn't been performing too well. I mean, look at where the Clippers stand.
I mean, the Clippers the best team in LA. Is that what you're saying?
I forgot. I always forget you're a Clippers fan. It's very rare that you meet somebody from LA that's a Clipper fan. I feel like
we're one of the few real ones. You're right. You're right.
Real.
You're right.
Funky ones. But yeah, no, it's interesting. So the West isn't performing as great, I feel like, as we all expected. I mean, Golden State's up there, but the fact that the Clippers are performing the way that they are, and just other teams along the line. I think you're right. The Mavericks don't get as many looks as the Celtics do, but that's not to say that 3 years from now, Luka won't give us the reason to pay attention to them.
I agree. Luka Dončić, I'm waiting on it. I'm reserving judgment, but he looks good right now.
So you're a Tatum over Luka fan? Is that
right now?
Interesting.
Yeah. It's weird, but I mean, he has a year on him, so I mean, it's hard to say.
Right.
We're comparing rookie seasons. But either way it goes, I like what the kid's doing. He came out of nowhere, in my opinion. Tatum did, and did what they did with the Celtics last year. So let us know. Check your box, Luka or Jayson Tatum. Let us know, like, subscribe. Of course, check us out all the time, TYT Sports. Jayar, Denise, come on, you know.
Do you guys want full TYT episodes? Yeah! So download YouTube TV and get a 7-day free week trial.